Hello, hey, Blue Rockers, cadets, Connie here. I'm just testing out some things. I'm seeing if this camera is moving with me. I think I got to do a certain thing. Here we go. Now it'll move with me. There you go. The little tricks, but I think it kind of goes crazy at one point. Look at that. It's still trying to figure it out. So let me know if you hear me okay. And I'm seeing if I can send this over to YouTube. So it should have picked it up on YouTube. I don't know how to check that. Let's see, go under videos. Oh, live. I'm going to live. I've used 3 years ago. Well, man, I must have done that wrong. Hmm. So that's what I'm trying to do, just trying to figure it all out. Let me know if you guys get everything okay. Huh. A live video, public. Let's just say 3 years ago. That shouldn't be happening. Um, hmm. So I just got to go check this out. I don't know if it'll follow me over there, but it might. Let's see. I'm going to try to stop it. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so it does show that it is on YouTube, but I don't know how to get it. Huh. So I'm on my, those of you on YouTube that pop up, I'm on my main platform called Crowdcast where I do my shows. So if you ever want to do a membership, that's where it is. But I'm seeing, yep, and Jesse's there on Crowdcast. And Deb, you see it on YouTube? How come I can't find it? What do I look under? So are you on your phone, Deb? And do you have an iPhone? How did you find it? Oh, okay. Wait, why is it way down there? Jeez, that's not easy to find. Okay, okay. Psst, let me turn that down. Okay, so I do see it there. Okay. Jess Marie, the artist. Hey there. Thanks for listening to me on Coast. Hope you'll join the membership. Uh, okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. I should put that on a tripod. Let me go get my tripod. I've got all these tripods everywhere and I can't find them all. I don't know how many I have throughout the years, right? But there's a very tiny one that I wish I could find. I bought, I think, three of them so I could easily find them. It's just like these stylus pens. I ended up buying a whole bunch of them just so I could find them because I don't, it's not like I have this huge place. I'm just trying. It's like where is all this stuff? Okay, so anyway, let's. There's a way I can turn this without doing that. Hmm. Well, I want to do this only. Anyway, let's see. No, do I? Yeah, that works. Okay, I can do it. I can handle it. So far away though, it's so far away. Y'all have no idea what it looks like behind the scenes. There's extension cords, and I don't even know the names of some of these things anymore. It's just always a hassle technically. And I know it's so much easier than it used to be, but it's still a freaking hassle. Is that the YouTube link, Jesse? Broadcast on phone, Android, on YouTube. It popped up on my TV. Oh, that's cool. How big is your TV? You have to take a picture of it so I can see how you're seeing it from your sofa. That's really cool. It's always neat because I haven't done network stuff in a while, so it's kind of neat when it's on TV. All right. Oh, that okay. So Just Marie, the artist, is on phone. I put Connie Willis. Okay. Oh, we'll pass it on to all the execs that you like me on Coast. So I'm going to see if I bring you guys up at one point and to see if it goes on YouTube because I'm interested in that. Okay, so you're subscribed to me though on YouTube, right? You're not. Uh, oh, I'm talking to this because it's YouTube. It's my YouTube chat, and here's my Crowdcast chat. So you're subscribed to me on YouTube, which is free, but I have a membership, which is a paid membership, and it's on Crowdcast, which is what I'm looking into here, but I'm sending it over to YouTube. So I thought I actually could also send this to Facebook Live. I'm amazed at how much. Oh, did you send one? Great. I'll check it out later. So I'm amazed at how, when it very first came on, all the multi-streaming, and I was dealing with it all then. That's why I'm just so exhausted from it all. At the beginning of so many changes and new things, I was right on top of it to try to be ahead of everybody, right on the edge, not thinking I was being ahead. I was just wanting it to be what I wanted it to be, and they were making it. I just got exhausted with it. So it's nice that it can be a little simpler here. So what did you say I do to, Jesse? I don't remember. So I am here anyway. I'm making my Connie's chocolate bars. And I thought, why not, say hi to everybody and test this out because I want to test it out to see if I can live stream from here to YouTube. Um, and I wonder, like on YouTube, I can make it public or I can make it private. So that way, sometimes on our Creepy Hotspots and some of our other shows, we can, for whatever reason, there might be a reason to broadcast on YouTube from here. I don't know if that's the case yet or not, but do know that here on Crowdcast, I believe I can obviously bring you guys up with me, and I want to see how it looks when it goes over to YouTube. So if I do any freebie things, I can do it from here. And that's what I want to use some of the extra hours for that I have a month now that I'm only on hours, and see how it looks on YouTube. So that's one of the things I'm doing. Wire everywhere. Oh, you do know? It's ridiculous. And then the different tripods and things. So anyway, that's all I'm doing. I was kind of listening to YouTube, some things on YouTube. I was listening to some audiobooks on YouTube. And as I'm making these, I thought, why not just say hey to y'all and make them as well, and just say hey and see what everybody's doing, since we always like to gab. So just to let you know where I'm at on it. So, interestingly enough, so here's the deal. Those of you that have had these before. So the chocolate comes to me in a box from Belgium, and I take the box off, And this is what, here's the chocolate bar, right? It's all sealed up, never touched the chocolate. It's totally sealed, really good seal, right? So this comes from Belgium. You can see like the imprint of the chocolate in there. It is not a Bigfoot bar. That'll be one day. That's more advanced for me at one point. I'll get a silicone tray at one point, and basically you just melt the chocolate into it, and depending on how big your audience is, your customer audience is at that point, you can get it done at the factory or you have to do it yourself. So my Culinary Institute of America certificate will help in that for sure. So anyway, I take this and then I start with this foil and I put it on like this. I don't want to do it on here yet because it'll mess up the system I have set up. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay with the mic where it is. And after I wrap it in this, I have labels already ready. This is the artwork, right? Some of you already know because you bought it, but this is the artwork. And this is on, I peel it and it's sticky on the other side. Adhesive sheet. So I print like 3 on a piece of paper, 3 up, they call it, on an adhesive label. And I cut them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. And there's 12 in a case. So that's a lot of cuts. And then, you have to fix some of the cuts. I sign them. I sign each one of them. That's me and Bigfoot there. And on the back side of the foil, the same thing has happened with this. This is the story behind it, and then all the nutrition value and facts and all the legal work that goes on it. And that's where I'm at already here. So I've got the label on it, the foil and the labels on both sides, right? And then where I'm at with these 2 that are left is putting them in cellophane. So, right, these are giftable and they're really great. So they're $12 a piece. I only sell them in, and I make sure they're all pretty, but I only sell them in a case now of 12. It's the best way for them not to be broken when they get to you. If I just send one at a time, it will be broken. So I put it in there in cellophane, close it up all nice and neat, and there it is. So when you get 12 of these, they're all ready to go as a gift for your out-of-the-box thinking cool friends that can take these and go, oh, look at that, that's Bigfoot, and there's Connie, I listened to her on the coast, and they're making s'mores up in the Rockies, and take a look at that UFO looking down on them as they're making s'mores with her chocolate. Isn't that cool? So anyway, the money is, the whole deal is to do very, very well with these. And that will be the money to go for the Blue Rock Chateau up in the mountains, to get a mountain home where this great activity is happening. And basically, really, it's more about getting a chocolate store because that will make more money monthly than that. It's a whole lot of chocolate bars for me to do, but we're seeing that it's successful. The people like them. So here's 12 bars, right? And chocolate is heavy. It's over 3 pounds when I send it to you, and this is it. Chocolate is heavy. Let me tell you, when you move it around and just sending it, but hopefully it works out. About some investors are already interested in it, and because you definitely need that. If I could do a store myself, I could just get the home. But anyway, that's what we're working toward. We do have some promises from some blue rockers that want to get all that, and I'm ready if they want to do it. Right, I'm ready. But in the meantime, I'm putting this together, and we'll see if we can get the Blue Rock Chateau, which will be the research hub of advanced entities and communication with them. So that's my whole project. And at one point, we were doing not a GoFundMe, but a nonprofit. And it just wasn't the right setup. It's not the right setup. It needs to be a private setting. So it needs to be a private investor when it comes to the chateau. When it comes to the chocolate store, it's interesting because people really don't want to give to a advanced entities communication research hub, but they'll give to a chocolate store. Go figure. So what I do after I put together 12, I put them over into another box so that when you open up the other box that I send it in, you get all of them and you can pass them out to other people and you can enjoy it too. It's delicious. So I don't know if you can still see me or not, but here's the box I put it in. And then you close it up. So, it's kind of a display box. This is what it came in originally. So, you'll see that it comes from Belgium and you'll see all the information on it, gives you the expiration date. This is primo chocolate, you guys. It is great. I've never been a huge chocolate fan. It's all right, but this is really good chocolate. It's 71% dark. And I got me a little bowl over here that I'm munching on. I cut it up in a bunch of little pieces just so I can just nibble on it. It's really good. It's not sweet, it's sweet enough. It's really good. It doesn't hurt your stomach later. Sometimes you eat chocolate, like, ugh. It's not like that at all. It's really nice. It is superb chocolate, or I would not be doing this. So not only is it a cool gift and something cool to get or to give, it tastes good. It's not just this novelty thing. It tastes good. So I put it in this, and then from there I put it into another box, and that's what ships out. So I'll go ahead and show you that here. I put it into another box later, and that's what FedEx takes. So if anybody does want to, right now what I'm doing is I'm filling orders for Easter. So they're going out. And if you want any, do it before my chocolate's out. I only got so much here. But that's what I'm doing, filling up the orders. And I thought, why not see if I can go on YouTube at the same time? And if you do want to get it, I think I have it in the description, but go to conniewillis.com. I'm in the middle of making a new site, by the way. It's not activated yet, but you can still go to conniewillis.com. And if you go into the menu, you'll see Connie's chocolate at the end. Go there. That's how you can order them. And the thing is, some people are ordering more than one case. They don't come in cases of 12. So this way, again, it's got the best chance of not breaking when they're tossing these boxes around. But you get 12. And people are ordering a whole lot of cases, some people up to 6. So I only have so much chocolate. So that's what I'm saying. If you want it, get it. And Ed Weigel, if you're on here, make sure Colleen gets one, because they want one, but they haven't signed up yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So I put it in here, close it up. So you'll get the box. It looks like this, but this goes into another box. Then I put a little bit of stuffing or packing in it so that, again, we have a good chance of nothing breaking. I mean, it's going to break eventually. Anyway, you're going to break it, but I still like to try to get it there in one piece. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna close this. Okay. So I've got two more boxes of stuff in front of me to make. So I'm just going to make some and talk to y'all and see what's going on. So there's the chocolate that I got, pieces of chocolate. It is so freaking good. So sorry. It's so good. So I'm just going to look. I'm glad that's good that you hear well. Hey, Erica. So, Erica, I'm also on YouTube. So if you want to check both of them and see how it works for you there. And at one point, I'm going to bring some of you all up, whoever wants to come up, and we're going to see if it works on YouTube. Oh, so I'm looking at YouTube here. All right, so Jesse, you're over there too. You still have 10 of 12. You know what? Don't do what I'm doing then. Because Jesse, if you put it like little pieces like I got, break it up, put it in a bowl, just take a little bite, and just suck on it. You'll do it all day long. It's so good. And it tastes really good with bourbon. It tastes really good with bourbon, as you already know. So let's see what you guys are writing in here. Oh, yeah. There, this is the chocolate that I was talking about. That's for Just Marie. Picture is good too. Perfect. You did good. Hey, David. Easter is going to be here. So I know it. Chocolate is very good. Keeping mine in the fridge. Okay, so Scott Townsend, you got some? You got it in the fridge? Did you get mine? Because I don't remember. I filled out so many. I do it all. All the production is me. And then when you all send in, an order or two or three, which is smart. That's what I would do because I can't mail it in the summer. It'll melt. Chocolate does not get mailed out in the summer unless, now you can buy the cold packs, but man, you just got to hope that those cold packs last for the days it takes to get there. But usually, like the people in the chocolate world, they're like teachers. 3 months of the summer, especially the successful ones, they just go on trips. The owner of this company, who I had on Coast to Coast before, he goes to the south of France for 3 months. That's it. He's like, okay, I'll talk to you in 3 months. What? Where are you going? What's going on? And then he taught me what happens in the chocolate world. So those of you that are getting more than one box, it's smart because it carries through. And the expiration date, I think it's like till 2026 or 2027. It lasts a good while and it tastes great. The piece I'm sucking on, I shouldn't be talking because it's really good. I should be enjoying. So, oh, you did? Thanks, Scott. I'm kind of remembering that I typed that out. So when you all order it, it lets me know that there's an order. I pull it up and I have to take it from what you all send and add it into FedEx and do all this stuff with FedEx after I've already made everything. So a lot of times there might be 10 orders at a time. And again, some people buy more than one case. Yeah, some of those cold packs don't last. So you now are over on YouTube, Jesse. So you guys don't forget to stay here too, because I want to see. Oh, did it show? Did it show the? I just gotta like. Oh, it does. It shows up on YouTube. So what did we do last time? I love it. I love it. And what was the other? Oh, okay. Fireworks. And wow, the fireworks keep going. And let's have a little rain. Little rain cloud, little slep rock. Yeah, it does last for a long time and it's really good. So Scott, thanks for buying it. So do you like it? Isn't it delicious? I'm not even afraid to ask anybody, how'd you like it? If somebody doesn't like it, maybe they just don't understand chocolate. It is so good. And it's a refined chocolate. So I'm really happy about that. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to do is just make some chocolates while I'm talking to you. But I wanted to test to see how Crowdcast sent it over YouTube and how well it looked. And I just thought, why not do this while I'm making some chocolates here? So if anybody has any questions, that's a good thing. I can just answer some questions because I'm just going to play otherwise. I would have music on right now. The past couple of weeks, I've been playing Billy Joel um, from his live concerts, things like that. Um, I've been listening to some audiobooks as I do my chocolate. So see, I just put the foil on. Oh, this is really messed up. No, they don't mess up. So I just put the foil on and then do that to 12 bars. I do a case at a time. And then I put on each label differently. And you gotta watch for every penny. So like this foil feels a little thick to me, so I think there's 2 in here. And I'm right. So trust me, every half penny, hay penny is you count that. So you do your best to not waste anything. I kind of got a little platform here just so I could set this up so I can do this today. And really, again, I didn't have anything planned except to make these, talk to you about them, answer any questions, say hi to everybody. And I kind of want to see the outreach on YouTube as well, because I haven't been on YouTube for so long that they kind of took all my features away. And in doing that, I have to build everything back up again. You know, when they're able to use your stuff, even though we're using their stuff, but when they're able to use our stuff, you think they wouldn't make you jump hoops, but every one of these platforms make you jump hoops unless you pay for it. So, but they still make money off of you even when you don't. That's why they're, multi-bazillion, trizillionaire companies. And I'm just over here making chocolate. Okay. Oh, TV versus phone. I get it. And YouTube's behind it. Yeah, I would think so. I would think so. Oh, so Scott retracted his message. So what were you saying? What'd you say, Scott? You took it back. You took it back on me. I think you were going to answer if you liked it or not. I hope you liked it. I don't know how you couldn't. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to stop eating what's over here. It is addicting. And thank goodness it is dark chocolate. Remember when we were a kid, we didn't like dark chocolate, but that's because everybody gave us baker's chocolate. It wasn't refined like this, now it's a whole different thing. And again, this is Belgian chocolate, so it makes all the difference. Connie, it's nice to see you live here as well on the radio. Thanks. Well, I'd like to do more. I've just been really working with different platforms and trying to figure them all out. We went through, and Jesse can tell you, and Erica, who I think's in here too. We went through trying X with their subscription, and so kind of like more of the app format. We left Crowdcast, which is who I'm doing this with now, and I left YouTube a while ago. And we tried TikTok as well, but even though X is great because you can say whatever you want, and I appreciate that, but it's still not really set up for what I like to do when I do my streams. So Crowdcast is by far the best, and that's where I'm at here. That's where my membership is. But it'd be nice to do some more things on YouTube because because it is free, there's a whole lot more people that will jump in. And so I'm trying to figure out a way to maybe do, some live stuff on here that's free, but I want to continue the membership because we have a good group of people in there and we all get together and I like that it's quaint and cozy and, like a family. Where with YouTube, you never know who might come in there and just try to destroy you. On Facebook, they're really mean. They're really mean over on the Coast to Coast site. Some people are like, I don't understand how I read all that stuff and what they say about you. I'm like, yeah, I don't go over there anymore. It's rude. It's terrible. I can't believe they do it. And, the interesting thing is like the first time, this was back in 2014, very first time I ever went on Coast, 2014, October 19th or 16th or something like that. It was out of Philly, the very first time I was on. And there were already people saying I sounded horrible and whatever they said. I wasn't even on the air yet. So that's what kind of those people are. They're horrible people. And it's just hard to hear that because usually the haters are loud, right? The mean people, they're loud, they scream, they're obnoxious, and they really are ignorant to what's really happening. They just say ugly things for whatever reason. And they're loud, they're the loudest. And that's about 1% of your audience, if that, but they're the loudest, right? So the other people are either enjoying or they got satisfied and they move on. They have a life. They don't have to comment on all the radio people or whoever. But who you hear is the ugly people. So I hope that more and more people that are happy and satisfied will comment and say nice things. So I always try to encourage that. So I will try to check the chat from time to time and see if anybody's got a question. I do have it open on Crowdcast. So it is free on Crowdcast right now. So Jesse or Erica or Deb, if one of you, Ghost Hunter Deb, if one of you can put the link of Crowdcast into YouTube, then you guys can join over there, at least sign up for it. It's not, then you can know when things are happening and you can decide if you want to join any of the shows. They are paid shows over there. But you can sign up for free. And right now, it's free over there. So you can at least get a good idea of the show if anybody can do that. So Crowdcast is an app and it can be free. So anyway, I think I just answered your question. But right now, this show on Crowdcast is free. But when I do Blue Rock Talk or Connie After Dark, it's paid. It's a membership. But the one right now is free. So you can go over there and sign up and you can join in because that's where I can bring you on stage and things like that. It's very interactive. And you can pay for shows per show, the ones that are paid. You don't have to do the entire membership. So you can always check that out. I'm just wondering if the mic is good enough this way because I don't have one hooked up. All right, so I've just done 12 of the bars. Now I'm going to put their labels on. Yeah, it's all so tight over here right now. I've got it so tight so I can get all these cameras in here. That will help me a little bit. So when I put on the labels, I use, I put it right over top. It helps seal the foil on there. I try not to handle the chocolate too much. I don't want, even though it's pretty firm, I don't want to. melt anything from my hands because I throw off a lot of heat. Everybody kids me. They call me heat miser. They're like, did you come from the sun? I'm always pretty warm. I'm not from here. I'm from somewhere else. That's true. You can't chat on the TV. That's right. So see, so I got the label on it, and I put up the label on all of them, and then I'll come back, and then I'll put, and that's the label, and the whole reason behind the chocolate bar and what kind of chocolate bar it is and all that. But after I put 12 of these together, then I put the picture. That's the collectible part of it on there. But this one helps seal the foil. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, so Dave, let's see, David Friedline. I would tell them to kick rocks if they don't like it to leave. I agree. I don't have anything to say when it comes the coast to coast websites or not the website, but the Facebook groups and stuff. Apparently, they go in there and they take out those comments, but I see those comments and it hurts too. It doesn't feel good. I don't like it. George Norrie gave me the advice of just ignore it. And I think, yeah, I mean, he deals with that more than anybody, I think, and but it's not nice. You want to go over there and hear good things, especially when you did a great show and you had a lot of fun and you learned a lot. So it's not fun. And then when people try to take up for me, which is very nice and cool, and I like it, but then they get bombarded by these just evil people. They just like attack that person. So that person's like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm not doing that again, right? I don't blame you. I don't get it. Kick rocks. I like that. My dad used to say, eat a bug. He'd say, eat a bug. So the only thing about these labels is pulling off the adhesive on the backside. And some of them have three of them to pull off of one. So it takes a lot of time, as you can see, to put these together. But they're really nice gifts. So again, if you do want some, if you go to ConnieWillis.com, go in the menu, and over on the far right, you'll see Connie's Chocolate. And like I said, I'm doing a whole new site, and it's going to be much easier to find things. It's going to be much easier to sign up for my shows and find what you're looking for. I'm really working hard to make things happen to where we can make the Blue Rock Chateau happen. And those of you that just joined us, it's a place up in the mountains where activity happens, and I can be up there, do my shows from up there. I do a whole different format up there of the shows, and that's what I'd like to do. But it's a communication with the advanced entities that are there, and it would be on a daily basis, and I just think we would learn a whole lot. Just happens to cost a lot of money to buy homes in the mountains. And it's all about location. But what I would really hope to, though, before then, is to be able to purchase the correct vehicle. And as Jesse and Erica can tell you in here that have been on these with me, and they're sworn to secrecy of the location, which they also understand that that's a smart thing to do. People have shared these areas with me, and I keep my promise with them. And that's what you do. That's what you do. So anyway, I'd like to get one of the vehicles, and the vehicles, I used to be able to rent them, and now the people that rented the specific ones that work the best, they have retired, I guess. Definitely retired those vehicles. But I'd like to have my own anyway. But they're 200,000 and up, brand new. And some of those used, sometimes you can find a good used vehicle like that. But for the most part, they get pretty ragged out, right? And beat up, and people really, really use them hard. Uh, it's just the way it is. Not all of them, not the ones that are 750,000. They don't use them as roughly. Just wish it was in my wheelhouse. Anyway, if anybody has any questions outside of this and doing the chocolates, let me know. I'll check. So if on my phone or laptop, I could. That's why you have a moderator. I've only tried YouTube on my laptop. Okay. I know I need a little moderator. I need like little Jane of all trades kind of talking in my ear to. I mean, that's what I'm thinking I need over here. Okay, let's see. It's rude and you're a great person. Some people are just there to write bad stuff. Put them in their place real quick. Oh, you do? You do? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I know, it's just, it's really horrible. I don't like it either. So I try not to think about it. I try to just avoid it. The peel part is the worst. Got all my fingerprints and DNA on the backside of these labels. So this is what it's like when you get the chocolate. This is what I go through with it. People now, they're like, it's Easter, I need some. It's funny, it really is. Chocolate giftables really are about there's a holiday coming up, and what can I give people? And this is so different that they love it, and I get it. But the thing is, if you do love it and you do, this is really like, this is a great gift for me. People really, because I'm into this kind of thing. So my friends now expect a chocolate bar from me. Get more than one case then while I have them, because like I said, at one point, it's summer and it's not coming in. Because then I guess this is, I'm still new to it. But I have to order the chocolates first, and I get big boxes of it, right? I don't know how much dry ice probably at that point I'd have to pay for it, and how heavy it would be, and how maybe it'd be in a much more smaller boxes and more of them, but that probably won't be happening. All right, so I got 12 of them now with that label on it. Now I put on, the nutrient label. Now I put on front sign label. I've already signed them all. You gotta have a special pen to write on the dark stuff too. And it's funny because I remember the markers. I got them over here. They're Sharpies, but they're just special Sharpies. Let's see. They're just special Sharpies. They are permanent marker Sharpies, but metallic Sharpies. I remember doing something with Bob Gimlin one time, and he was signing stuff, and it wasn't working. And then somehow somebody brought in a metallic one, or I don't think I knew it was metallic at the time, but they brought in a marker and it worked. And he and I both were like, hey, this is great. So that's how it pops out there. Right. So that's where I first learned about them, was with Gimlin. And I think he learned about them with me. He probably won't remember it, but so see, I fold them a little bit just so I can get that peel off the back. It's a lot. And then again, sometimes it's up to 3 peels like this one. So it takes a while. There you go. And it sticks to everything and static cling and all that stuff. So, all right. So this one's got labels on both sides. I put it over to where I get all 12 of them, and then I'll put them in the cellophane. Try not to let any silver show because it is a beautiful color foil. Isn't that gorgeous? Makes for a great gift. Now you see why they're, it's 100 grams, 71% dark Belgian, but it's prettied up, really decorated very nicely, right? A lot of work goes to it. So now you can see, yeah, I can see where that's 12 bucks. Then go to the stores and compare the other decorated ones that you see. And you're going to go, wow, that is a good deal. It is. I was so happy about it. But, the guy teaching me, again, I had him on Coast, but he really knows his business, of course he does. He's the one that turned Godiva around back in the day. And he's just amazing. He's the largest distributor of chocolate. And I'm happy he's my friend. And we just recently thought about doing this. And I'm glad. And it's fun. And it's very hard to make money when you talk about Bigfoot and ETs and UFOs. People don't want to hire you. They don't want you around them usually. It was just the other night, Deb, Ghost Hunter Deb, and Jesse and Erica, I think you might have all been there, but remember Jamie was talking about her experiences with the invisible Bigfoot at Farland's place. And she said she started telling her friends about her experiences, and they started not believing her and not listening to her and saying she was crazy kind of stuff. And so she said she stopped talking about it. Yeah, so imagine being in radio and TV and you talk about that kind of stuff. You don't really get hired anymore after that, especially when you're on Coast, which is the place you want to be able to work on and be a part of and talk about these things. So you can there, but hey, give me something full time. I can't get anything else because I'm proud to know this stuff. I love the research of it. So if anybody has the phone number to Elon, let me know because Elon would love to know some of the stuff that we know. Anyway, let's see what you guys are saying. Newman 25TC. Huh. Um, I think he will retire one day. I don't know when. He's not said anything to me about it. He has contracts. I don't know when they expire or anything like that. And I don't know what he intends to do when they do come up. But it's his choice for sure. If it were me, if I were in his shoes, I would totally retire and buy the chateau up in the mountains and maybe do something online like I want to do. But if that were me, because he's been on for a while, full time benefits, everything like that. So, and a lot of endorsements. So I'm sure he's done well to where it's not like I'm just doing it for the money, right? I don't think he's doing it for the money. Or he is doing it like that, and he's got a certain number in mind, maybe. A lot of people, especially guys, are really good about that, right? Of I got to make this much, and then I know I'm done. So he might be like that. I'm not sure, but he has his contracts, and I'm not sure when they run out. I miss all that. I remember the days of contracts with shows. Oh, they're great because then you're on. You never know. Because me and the other people is kind of like a subcontractor, right? And freelance. And you don't have all the other promises. So you never know if you're going to be on or not. You just take it one day at a time. And I've been there since 2014, so that's cool. I like that. Love it. It starts looking so good and so nice. And I'm very proud of these bars. They look really good. They're very sleek, put together very well. And so many people say that they don't want to open it because it looks too nice. So even Walk and Walt, right? You guys, Walk and Walt, one of our Blue Rockers and cadets, those of you that are not subscribed to my membership, he buys a lot of the chocolates and he gives them out. So he gives them one so that they can just look at to be pretty because they don't want to open them, and one that they can open and eat. And Walt's not the only person to tell me that. I'm the same way. I mean, and by the way, the first sell, I told you guys this the other night, but the first sell, the guy he's a plastic surgeon. I had him on Coast before, one of the top ones in the country. And I was asking if you all remember nose jobs and things like that. And as you all know, I think you know, I try to pull in great guests that are very knowledgeable, but also have a sense of humor. And so nobody can say this guy's last name, so everybody would call him Dr. Ken. So if you're an insider, you can go back and look. I just sent him a message, I think it was even today, thanking him that he was my first buy of the candy bars. He bought the first one, and it was a single, and it was, he gave me $12 cash. And I remember, because I have it all set up electronically and digitally and with shipping. And I was asking Brad, the owner of the chocolate, I'm like, how do I take money? He goes, you just take it. There's no shipping. Just take the money and use that box that you opened up, and that's going to be your box that you can sell like that individually. I was like, I don't even know how to take money. He thought that was funny too, but I thanked him today by text to say, I just wanted to say thanks again for being my first customer. And if you want some for Easter, let me know. So now I recently got Square for my app so that I can do it on Square. All right, so all 12 of them, front and back. And now, well, what I do is all these things, I got a whole pile of them over here. I get them out of my way. So excuse me for a second while I throw these away. Save some space. And look, I got my flask. Y'all, it's really cool. It's the Echo flask. My hydrogenated water. So if you do go to echo.com, I think it's echowater.com. And now, if you use the coupon code Connie, you get 10% off, and it's off any of the products. So just remember that. So if you get into it and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool, make sure you get 10% off. All right. Now I take the bars and I put them in the cellophane wrap. Is that Walk and Walt? Did he join the show? Did anybody else come in here? I can't see everybody that's in here. Let's see. So Walk and Walt is in the live group. I don't know if anybody can tell him that we're over here live. He might want to join us. And so I've kind of talked enough. I can bring some of y'all up if somebody wants to come up. Let me go back to the live chat. Let's see here. Everyone puts apples and peanut butter out. They like fresh carrots. Oh, you talking Bigfoot? No, not George. He loves his people. He loves doing what he does. Yeah. Who doesn't, right? It's great. I'm so happy to be a part of it. It's a shame about Ian. I didn't know Ian at all. I did not know Ian at all. I don't even, I'm trying to think at one point along the way we could have said hello, maybe like through a group or something, maybe, but I did not know Ian. I did not know him. I was on the air within 24 hours of him passing. And just like Art Bell, I was on the air 24 hours of his passing. And so, that's still prime time of after they, pretty well established people with Coast to be on the air and to be a part of the history of that, right? Because it's still 24 hours into it. So I put these in the cellophane, close them up, and it keeps them nice and beautiful to where it's all packaged up nice. And when you get a case of 12, you hand these out, and people will go, I can't open this. It looks too nice. And it does. I agree. I'm the same way. If like the one that I broke up here to eat, I did it from the original, what was sent to me originally, because I'm not going to mess up this packaging either. I'm like, I worked too hard for that. I listened to Coast to Coast for a long time. Excellent. Yeah, a lot of people really miss Ian. Now, it doesn't mean I didn't like him. I mean, I love his attitude, his look, the stories that I've ever heard about him. He seemed like somebody I would probably hang out with. But I didn't know him otherwise. But everybody seemed to like him very well. Can anybody write inside the Facebook Live group to tell the people that are in there that we are on the air? Because I see that I know Walt's in there gabbing away. I'm going to bail out. Dinner prep to do. Good luck, Connie. Bye, Erica. Okay. All right. So I want to see. Hey, I did that. I did that. You're going to see it here in a second on YouTube. I'd like to bring people up because I want to see how well it works on YouTube. So show me. I don't know why. I'm on my iPad now. So those of you on YouTube, I'm testing out equipment. I'm testing out my platform, going over to YouTube. And it's looking pretty good. I don't know why it's not showing me everybody though. I don't like that. So anybody inside Crowdcast? Oops, don't want to do that. Let me know you're in there by talking, by saying something in the live chat so I can see that you're there. Ah. What do you got going on, Jesse? You're going to go eat? Is that what you're doing? What time is it? I guess 5:30. I guess it is time. It's your dinner time. Okay, so here, let me turn on, let me see, how do I turn it on from here? The iPad is totally different, right? It's totally different than having the computer. So let's see. So those of you on YouTube, if you go over to Crowdcast, I think someone may have sent you a link. You can go over there and you can test that out because then I can bring you up on stage if you'd like to do that. I don't know how to do it from there. Oh, I don't want to do that. Darn it, how do I bring you up? Huh. Let's see. See if it's there. No, don't want to do that. Options. No. People. Questions. Create. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I found it. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the stage. You all know how to come in from there. Okay, Pat. Hey, Pat. Look. Hey, look who's here. Pat is here. Haven't seen you in a while, Pat. Thanks for showing up. Erica, I don't see you over there. Did you switch back over to YouTube? Huh. Well, it's open for anybody to come up. Hey, so Erica, I don't see you in there, but anybody that wants to come up, you can. Again, I want to see if it works over on YouTube. I want to see if how well it looks on YouTube, if it transforms over there. And I don't know if anybody took the URL to with Crowdcast and put it on YouTube, but if you can, that'd be great. So those of you on YouTube, if you'd like to at least join the channel, it's free to join the channel and you'll know when the shows happen. And you can literally join one show at a time, a paid show, if you don't want the membership. So you can do that. But I may do some free stuff over there too. And at least you'll know what's going on if you'd like. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's no fun. I don't know. Can I bring you up if you're on? I can bring you up if you're on your phone. Does nobody want to come up? Come on, go brush your hair, people. Come on. I know. I get it. I get it. Oops, is that on the other side? Yeah. A cellophane, you're like, what side is it that I put it in? So, right. So it's fun because I put it in like that and then I kind of hit the counter and then it makes it look nice on the bottom of the bar with the foil. And I take off the top and I pull this over and it closes the rest of the foil up there. So it usually keeps it very nice and neat looking. And you usually see it's nice crisp folds on the bottoms. So I think it looks pretty good. Oh, there's some foil. Wait a minute. Let's fix that. Okay. I try to keep it as blue as possible. I'm not sure what else to do with the YouTube, but I'm glad it's working. No headphones. Okay. Well, I hope somebody does jump in. Can somebody say something in the Facebook Live group? Because Walt will usually come on. All right, one more, and I have another case ready to go. Yes, Easter case is going out. So the weather was really nice here in Colorado, and then we've had snow in the past couple of days. Each day it has snowed, but it's getting back up into the 70s this week. Oh, oh, I've got tight spaces here just so I could do this show. I'm beating myself up to do this show. It's all tiny spaces. All right, so here we go. Here's 12 that are going to be shipped off to somebody. Here they are. Oh, it's so heavy. It is. It's like I said, it's like 3 pounds. I'll show you what I did. Um, Erica, are you able to put that URL over in your YouTube? Or no, you can't because it's on TV. That's cool. I'm on your TV screen. Technology's amazing. So I put them all here in the box. Protect them as much as possible for you. At one point, I'm going to have some smaller bars. And I have it in a nice display box. And then I put them in another box and then send them out to FedEx after you write in for them. So we'll put this over here. All right. Oh, gosh. Bruising myself all up on this. All right. What'd you send over there? Did you send a screenshot? All right. Scott, you look good on YouTube. Oh, good. Thanks. That's nice to hear. I appreciate that. All right. We have, so I'm going to do one more box of them. There's the 12 bars, all foiled, sealed nicely, straight from Belgium. So we'll pretty them up with a nice, gorgeous, it says it's dark blue. I just think it's really gorgeous. It's almost very purplish, isn't it? It's like a royal blue with purple-ish to it. It's really nice. So anyway, let's do another round. And yeah, if y'all got questions, please let me know. Otherwise, you're just going to hear me gab like this and it's boring. Yeah, a royal blue. Yeah. Yeah. And in certain lights, it looks just like purple, right? Like, at least to me right there, it looks purple. Does it look purple there? And then it goes to blue. It's almost like, have you seen those cars with that paint? That as you walk up to it, it changes different colors. What was that? Hey, Walt. I know, right? Pat, looks purple. Yeah. So if anybody wants to come up, I'd love for you to come up. Walt, Pat, Erica can't. I don't know if Ghost Hunter Deb's still in there or not. And somebody said Jane was in there. I don't know, but I don't know who all's in there. I can't see. I'm on the iPad now, so I'm just trying to figure out too if I can do this out on a creepy hotspot or on a location or something like that. So if somebody can come up, that would be great. Uh-oh. Was I muted for a minute there? Y'all, was I muted? It just showed me to unmute. Yeah, no, purple mail. Hey, Walt, can you come up, or Pat, or somebody? I want to see how it goes on there. Oh, somebody is. Oh, Pat. Pat and Walt. All right. Pat, where have you been, woman? What's going on?
Yeah, what's been going on with you guys?
No, what's been going on with you? You're the one that took off. We haven't seen you in a
Trying to
while.
find the right camera there.
There you are. So what
Hey,
are you doing
everybody.
now? You creating some really cool techno stuff, or what? What are you doing? You got cats talking conversations? What's happening?
Yeah, I
Every
got
time I see
cats.
oh, look at that. That looks like my twinkles that I used to have. Whenever I see a cat hit those hit the
Hi,
the
Max.
word, I think of you.
See the catty? See the kitty cat? See the kitty cat? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look out. Big Max.
Yep, Jasper's talking still. I've got a 3D printing business going on now, and
Oh, wow.
What are you
What are you making?
What are you making?
How's that? Yeah, how's that going? do you
Well,
do?
it's going pretty well so far. I've got a Lego wall mount for the Millennium Falcon that I'm selling. Got it up on Amazon. I sell about one a day, which is not a
Nice.
lot, but
Nice. No, that's great. Hey,
Yeah,
selling anything is great.
yeah.
yes. So I just need to find some more to print and sell. So if anybody's got any ideas,
So
Well, we'll
when
have to
you
work
say,
on that.
yeah, when you, so what do you mean? What are you looking for that you can print on the 3D?
yeah. So if any kind of Lego mounts, wall mounts, just functional items that people can use, I can't think of anything right offhand. Just I don't know if you've got a drill bit and you want to catch your sawdust while you're drilling a hole or something, I can make those. Of course, there's a lot of those out for sale now, but just functional stuff that not these trinkets that everybody's printing with 3D printers now.
Oh,
You're trying to
okay.
make
Okay. So
you're trying to make
go
something
ahead, Paul.
functional, not trinket wise. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yep.
Nice.
Okay. So you know what? I saw some guy that was doing he was doing custom light switches.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you wanted a margarita one, like Jimmy Buffett one, or maybe you wanted one that had pink flamingos on it or whatever. Is
Mm-hmm.
that like something that
Yep.
you could do?
Could do
So you
that.
would that's a light switch on the wall,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
switch
Mm-hmm.
plate.
Toggle or
Oh,
whatever,
it's a
whatever
switch
you
plate.
wanted.
Yeah, okay.
Or the push button ones and the sliders
We
or
used we used to make those out of porcelain, but at Trillions at one time,
Mm-hmm.
and
well,
decorate
this
them and
guy,
all that stuff.
yeah, this guy's decorating. You tell him what kind you want and
Yeah,
then what you
yeah.
want on it. And he's like, this is how I make, $20,000 a month.
Yep.
And he shows exactly how to do it with his 3D
You know
printer.
what you
So
want to do is pets, dogs, cats.
Mm-hmm.
Have a pet room or like a kid's room, a children's room. You have cats and dogs on the all the switches or outlets. You know,
Yep.
that's interesting. Yeah.
or you can put the name of the cat, name of the dog,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep. Anything personalized
Yeah,
sells.
I like it. Something to fool around with. You might hit
Mm-hmm.
something good.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
That's
plan anyway.
right. Jinx. Exactly.
gotta
That's a
think big,
plan.
right? That's fun.
So
It's fun.
Pat and Walt, do y'all know each other from before?
No,
Were Pat you in there?
no,
No.
my
Okay,
name is
so
Walter. Walter,
Okay.
Pat.
I think you might have been in there right before I left, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Where are you from, Pat?
I'm in West Virginia.
Okay, all right.
Mountain
Yeah, I
Mama,
have a
big
friend that
mountain.
lives in right outside of Morgantown in Independence, I think it
Okay.
is.
Yep. Yep. I'm in Morgantown.
Well, you're in Morgantown. All
Yep.
right.
Oh, what's their name? Maybe y'all know each other. You never know. You
No,
never
his
Never
know.
name is
know.
he's a single guy. His name is Tom, and he
Oh, those single Toms out there. They're everywhere. Another
anyway,
Tom
my
single.
wife and I may be going there in the next few weeks. So if we go there, I'm going to look you up.
There you go.
I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee. How about that?
Sounds
He,
good.
All right.
he's a great blue rocker. He sells coins and stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
So he's, kind of,
Same thing. I
he's,
kind of searched around and I saw what other people were doing, and I kind of started buying stuff off different vendors, and then I kind of analyzed what I thought I liked and didn't like, and then I kind of try to find a little niche where I could be very successful in a small area of the whole
Hmm.
U.S. coin thing, and it worked out pretty good.
Nice.
Very
Yep.
interesting, yeah.
That's the key is finding that little niche.
And then selling and how to treat customers
Yeah.
and how to treat good customers, ornery customers, bad customer, the whole
oh
deal. I
my
mean,
gosh. Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
because with eBay you
You
have the
know,
feedback system, and it's
Yeah.
it's you have to it's like walking on a minefield.
Yep. See, I
You
can't
know, I've
sell
seen,
anything on eBay. I can't sell on Etsy, but Amazon, I sell like hotcakes, but they take
cool.
like half the profit.
Right.
That's
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Are
mhm.
they taking half of the profit because it's your product? If you sold their product, how much would they take?
It's still the same because
No.
they have a finder fee, and then they have a like if you send it to them and have them ship it out for you, they have a fee for that. And I found out that people won't buy from me, but if I send it and let Amazon ship it out, they buy it, even
Yeah.
though my price is cheaper. So
Well, isn't it to where they get it in 2 days instead of maybe five? Is
they
that the
could, but
reason why? Maybe?
I would get it to them in 2 days too. So
Oh, okay. Do you have that printed really big? I can get it to you in 2 days. Because I mean, that's where I've seen some different ones, and I think, well, I'll pay a little more to get it in 2 days instead of pay
yeah,
less and get it in 7 days or whatever.
yep.
But, I guess you can do that then. But don't they have like special offerings for you as well though in the shipping part because they will no, because you're shipping it. You're not. I was just watching something last night, and this guy makes like 30 grand. I think he actually said 40 grand a month selling Tide. So he gets the pallets of Tide up the street from like a Costco kind of place. And he sends them out from Amazon. And the shipping is really, really cheap because, no, he ships them out himself.
Hmm.
But they were talking about how the shipping is really much cheaper because Amazon will send them out or they give you a good rate. So do
Yeah,
they give you good rates?
Yeah.
they give
If
you
it's
a lower rate if you buy the shipping through them if you're doing the shipping.
okay, so you can do that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Do, do you do that?
I do that if people, I've got it both ways. I've got it set up that it ships directly from me or it ships from Amazon. And all of my sales, like I've sold 95 of these mounts, and all but two of them have been sold through the Amazon shipping, even though my price is lower, even with my shipping added onto it, which I think is funny. So it's all
Well, I
about
guess
marketing, I
part of it,
guess.
yeah, I was going to say it's market, right? They got to find you. They got to find you
Mm-hmm.
to even know that it'll be cheaper. So, how do they do that? How do they find you over
Well,
other people doing it?
Amazon has it listed, so of course they have their shipping listed first, obviously. But then I don't know if you've ever gone on an Amazon page and looked where it'll say other shippers available,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
where mine
Yes.
is listed under that. So
With
I guess if people
eBay,
don't.
with eBay, I ship through a USPS postal service.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm shipping I ship everything through Ground Advantage.
Yep.
And that's a pretty decent rate. And if I do it on the eBay site, which I do, I get a discount from the
Mm-hmm.
post office on shipping my product through eBay. But
Yep.
I was telling Connie and some of the other people, I've always maintained that my customer pays for the shipping. I've always been able to do that. And all I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to do is break even. I've had some people complain, but you ship coins. Coins are very heavy and are
Yep.
also
Yeah.
very valuable. So
Yeah.
sometimes, I want signature confirmation and I want,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. So that's kind of how I've been able to use it. And I got to tell you something, in what, 18 years of shipping, I think in all the thousands of things I've shipped, I think I've only lost one item through USPS. Maybe
That's
one.
not
I'm not,
bad.
I
Okay.
think that may have even been found. I mean, really, because I use their tracking, uh, when you use the ground advantage or if you use first class priority, you get the ground tracking information.
Yep.
And that always helps. But you learn all that as you go through it.
Yep. So how do you deal with your cranky customers? I haven't had any of those so far,
Oh,
but
nicely on eBay, I can shut them off. So, if I have a problem, I mean, I always solve the problem as far as money goes. I'll go out of my way to make them full. I'll go out of my way even to lose money to make them happy, but I only do it once.
Right.
When I do it
Yeah.
once, and then I have the
Right.
ability to go on eBay and I can take them off my buy list. And I've even told people that. I've said, nice working with you. It hasn't been pleasant. So, I'm going to make you whole. I'm going to get your money but this is the last time you're going to be talking to me. And
Mhm.
after you do it a few years, you get a little more bold when you talk to people. But,
Yeah.
True. Because
you
they know
know,
what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're
yeah.
doing. They've done that to so many other people too along the way. Yeah, I don't like when people do something like they say, you've committed fraud because maybe they didn't get it yet, or some of these people give you the wrong address. And you're like, not my fault. You gave me the wrong
No, I
address, and your
know.
neighbor,
I
by
know.
the way, is
There's a
eating
bunch
my
of
eating
scumbags
your
out there
chocolate.
that
Yeah,
really prey on
your
sellers.
neighbor should have told you, right? If they really did send, because some of them do. They write down the wrong address, and it goes to their neighbor. Your neighbor's eating your chocolate, so shame on them for not saying anything to you.
Yeah.
But you got to really watch what you do. It's not my fault. Go over there and slug your neighbor, man. Go over there and say, "Hey, where's my chocolate?" Isn't that crazy that people will do that? But I don't
Oh,
like when
yeah.
they do this fraud thing, and that's terrible because you're like, why did you do that? Why didn't you contact me? You have a way to contact me to say, hey, where is this? And we could try to figure out where it might
Yeah,
be
right,
or
right.
what happened. Don't, I got a little small business here. I'm just trying to eat. Well, that's all, and keep the lights on.
Yep.
Yep.
So I can order some 3D printer light switches from Pat and get some coins from Walking Walls,
Yeah, yeah.
so
I,
I
I
can
think
sell
you
them
need
off to the
some.
world.
I think you need some Blue Rock printed 3D printed stuff. What do you think?
What would it be?
I don't know. We could do
A
some
Bigfoot.
3D
Yeah.
Start with a Bigfoot.
Bigfoots. Yeah, we could
Start
do
with a Bigfoot.
those. You
So
Now,
yeah,
could.
that's probably
can you
right.
make it, Pat, can you make it a certain material?
There
Or are you
is.
limited to your raw
There's.
material?
It's limited because you've got
Okay.
PLA, PETG, ABS, like a Teflon type material. Um,
They don't
so
have like a silver printer yet.
no.
Oh, I know
So
what I could do. I know what I
make a
could do.
silver gold. I mean, like
I'll tell
say
you
silver.
privately.
How about a platinum Bigfoot?
Oh,
There you go.
I know exactly what I want, and you can give me a good deal, right? Because if I order so many, right, it goes lower.
Yep. Yep. We
But
could
could I
do.
do it? Could I do it where people can order it? Like, let's instead of ordering like 20, and you send them to me, instead, could I say, look, somebody just orders 5. Could I tell you to print out 5 and then you send it to them? Can we do it that
Yep.
way?
Could do it that way.
Ooh, okay. I have an
We
idea
could
of
do.
something that I've
We could do
always
some
wanted to.
keychains, or we could do all kinds of stuff.
Do you have something that's printed out right now that I can look at so we can all see what it does? Because to me,
Um,
all I think of is it's white. It's just this white printout thing because that's all the stuff I've ever seen. I
um,
remember printing out, they would make guns, right, out of a 3D printer. I remember seeing stuff like that. So to me,
I
it's
don't
always been
know
hard, plasticky.
if you can see
Yeah,
that. That's my little Sphinx cat that I printed out.
pretty cool. I like the tail.
Yeah, isn't
Look
that
at
cool?
that. That's great. Yes.
Yeah.
And so, how much did that cost you to make, and how much would you sell that for?
It probably cost me 50 cents to make. So rule of
Wow.
thumb, yeah, rule of thumb is usually you mark it up about 50% of what you're paying to make it. So,
So I'd pay
uh,
$1 to get that.
well, it depends.
Can you do glow in the dark stuff?
I can do glow in the dark stuff. Here
Oh,
is
look at that.
a vase that I did. That's a
Oh,
kind of a
that's
copper
cool.
color.
That is so
It's
cool, and it looks lightweight, so you could send it in the
Yep.
mail kind of cheap.
Oh yeah, it's less than, I don't know, 5 ounces, 4 ounces.
Oh
So
my gosh, Walt, we can think of all sorts of stuff, can't we?
yeah, it's interesting. That's some neat looking stuff.
hmm
It's got good eye appeal.
Yep.
It's kind of unique. It's unique, although I haven't seen everything that's out there.
I don't
Uh,
I don't have a lot of stuff to like right off the
yeah.
bat show you, but I have vases that I printed that
Hmm.
Those are interesting.
can,
So
I don't know if you can
they
see
always
that
are
one.
just one color, right? They're just always one color.
You can do multicolors. I don't know if you guys probably can't see this. This is a one of those color changing filaments where it's blue and green and purple.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost fluorescent, like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know if you can kind of
it's
see
quite,
it kind of
it's
changing
fun.
colors there.
That's a
What
good
is
color
that? What?
for that's a good color for a dog man. The dog man color.
That'd be more like a goblin or something, maybe
Yeah,
than
well,
two,
something
or a
that kind of
fairy. Those are fairy colors.
translucent,
Those,
like
yeah,
like a shimmer man.
Shimmer Man, like Larry the Light Man or something.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you can do
So,
multicolored stuff too. So
Nice.
do you have different textures though, or different? Um,
you can
is it all that plasticky kind of look or whatever that is?
you can do any kind of texture. There's like fuzzy textures that you can do. You can do
Okay,
smooth, silk, color. You can pretty
so
much
something
do
can be
anything you want.
fuzzy.
Yep.
It can be fuzzy.
This is non-breakable.
It depends on the material you make or use it with. Like the PLA is a little brittle, so it's not gonna withstand a lot of force.
Will it
Um,
burn? Will it burn?
it won't burn. It might
Won't burn?
melt.
Might
Um,
melt.
PLA you can't use outside. You'd have to use PET because it withstands, heat and weather better. TPU is real flexible, so you could use that for like making shoes or things like that. So
So
there's
these are
different
all
types of
like
materials.
polymers or plastics or
hmm Yep.
compounds that you're talking about.
Yes,
I'm not
Erica.
familiar with the three digits, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know
Yes, Erica.
if you
She said
guys
she
can
could do that.
see, but that's a roll of material there that's still in the
Okay.
package, actually.
Oh, I thought you made it. I thought it was a UFO that you made there. At first, when you showed it the other way, I thought it was a UFO.
That's not a bad idea either.
I
UFO.
know it.
There you go.
So let's just say it was a unique UFO. Could you could you put a light in it? I guess that then you start getting into a little bit more work, right? You got to go to the arts and
Yep.
craft and buy neat little lights with battery and stick them up or something like that, right? And then
Yep.
people can put them up on the wall or something.
Yep. Yep. You can do motorized stuff too. I'll show you something else here if you can. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of dark, but it's a piano that I made, and it's got a
Oh, look at that crank.
little
Nice.
crank with it. So you can make just about anything you want.
That is really cool. We're going to come up with some stuff.
Yeah.
I like
Collaboration.
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. That's exactly right. Well, you were learning everything before you left. You were learning stuff and taking classes, and you were having your cats talk and learn to talk.
Yep.
That was cool.
Yep. I'm still doing the animal communication too.
I love that.
Hey, Pat, are you coming back to the Blue Rockers, or is this
Uh,
just a special visit, or what's going on here?
well, this was a special visit. I saw you guys
Okay.
pop on, so I
Well, all
hadn't
right.
seen
Nice.
everybody for a while. So
Took a freebie, man. She took a freebie.
Yeah.
We
Well.
gotta we gotta have her make a lot of money so she'll join again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you can do it.
yeah,
Be
yeah, I
fun.
Oh
miss
yeah.
it.
It's a lot of
Definitely miss
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Well,
as you know, I'm not telling you
thank you.
anything, but it's very
Thank you.
it's very creative at times, and
hmm
you know keeps you thinking, keeps me
Only
thinking.
at times though, just at time. Every once
Well,
in a
it's
while a little golden gym time will happen. we now I've combined Blue Rock and Connie After Dark right now. I might separate it again at one point, but everybody that's already in there combined. Um, so you can go right from one show, take a break, and then go into the other.
Well, I'm going to bug out, ladies. I have a basketball game to watch.
Oh, who's playing? What's going on? What is this?
Florida's playing Auburn in about 5 minutes, and then
Is this the guys?
this is the guys, and then the girls' final is tomorrow afternoon, and then the men's final is Monday night. So
Florida and Auburn? Who's who? Who's like number one? What's the deal? What's the
well,
plan? Who's supposed to win?
all four teams in the final four in the men's were number one seeds.
Oh, so
Okay,
are we already at the final four? That's how much I've been watching.
yeah, but
So this
Auburn
okay.
was like number one in the country before the tournament started. So Auburn is probably favored to beat Florida, and then Duke is playing Houston. And I don't know who's favored there because Houston is just almost unbeatable sometimes.
Duke is
I
the
don't know.
four-letter word to us Kentuckians, so
Duke.
but
Duke
they're
is not a good
amazing.
word.
No, it's the four-letter word.
Four-letter word. Duke.
This was back, when Leitner was there when I was going to UK. So, and
I'll
we
see you
saw
guys. Time to go.
Leitner.
Take care,
See
Connie.
ya.
Nice
Hey,
Good
talk.
to talk
let
to
me
you.
ask you, Walt, before you go, when is the final game? Is it Monday or next Thursday or
Monday
what?
night. Monday night.
Okay, all right,
For the men,
all right,
Monday
cool.
night. This Monday night, and then the
Okay,
final girls game is tomorrow afternoon. Then it's
all right.
over.
And then we got Willister coming up, so we're good.
Yep,
Okay, see you later, dude. Thanks.
that's Thursday, and we're on for
Thursday.
that. We're on for that. We
That's
got a
right.
big, nice package of coins coming.
All right. I got a chocolate bar.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. And if anybody else wants to pop up here, Erica, if you want to talk to Pat, you remember Erica, right? Erica was there when you were.
Hmm. Yep.
She was asking. She was asking you if you could do a Bigfoot, and I said, "Yeah, she can. You can do anything, right?"
Yep.
So we could make it a fuzzy, comfortable Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You
Put
could
some thought
actually
into
do
it.
a bobblehead. You could do a bobblehead.
Hmm. Could do that too. Yep.
So what's the deal then? So I would have to maybe like draw it up in a way to say I want it to look like this, and you could do that, or do I say, "Hey, Pat, you're creative.
Either
Do
way,
it. Show bobblehead." Okay. So are you good that way, creatively,
I
artistically?
could maybe do that.
Do you
Um,
suck? No, you suck. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't design very well in the 3D
Yeah.
area, so I'd have to farm that part out. But after
Oh,
somebody
I see.
designs it for me, then I'm good to go. So,
You're good to go. Yeah. That's really cool. So you bought the 3D printer. That's So how
oh
much
yeah.
does one of those things cost?
It depends on what you get with it. I actually have two now because I couldn't keep up with demand for a while, so I had to buy a second one.
Really?
But
Oh, that's
they
good.
run about $500 usually, or more.
It's not, I'm thinking. Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. Um,
So is it keeping you afloat enough where you're happy, or you're just like, no, I got to keep going?
I need to come up with some more stuff. I've sold enough to pay for my printer, so now I can come up with some new
Profit.
stuff.
Yeah. So you're kind of looking for that one piece, either that's really special that only you do, or
Yeah.
somebody that would like to order a whole bunch of things from you, a constant customer, right? Is that how that
Yep.
works?
Yep. Yep. Either do collaborations or find my little niche. So
So where do they find you? Because we're on YouTube, so we can tell the people where to find you.
you can find me on Amazon. Sydney's Creations is what it's called.
These
And it's
creations.
wall mount for Millennium Falcon Lego.
So is it Sydney spelled like Australia, like Sydney, Australia?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So those of you that are on YouTube, if you go over to my crowdcast, it's free to get in, and then I can bring you up on the stage. So if you guys are interested, that's how to do it. And Dwayne Dietz says, hey there, Dwayne. Oh, sorry, Dwayne. Dwayne, you know how to get over there. You can come up. You can get a special coffee mug and have Blue Rock Talk on it. So yeah, so like I get my mugs and stuff through like my swag and stuff. It's through a place called Spring. Are you familiar with Teespring or Spring?
Mm, never
They
heard of
used to
it.
work. They used to work with YouTube a long time ago. They made a deal with YouTube, and if you got to a certain point on YouTube, you could use them to make your swag or merch or whatever. And so now they're huge, and they're just called Spring. But basically, if somebody wants to buy a shirt or a mug, I put the logo I give them the logo, and then I can, I have a shop, and so they'll put that logo on shirts and hats, and I can display it, and mugs and all sorts of other things, and I can display it, and then like Erica could buy one from just the picture, and then they'll make it as it happens and then send it out. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I guess if we did something, let's say it was a little UFO or something, I guess I don't know how I would display it. Oh, I could just display it on my website or something. And then if as they ordered it, the order would go to you,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd make it and send it out.
Yep.
And then you
Yeah,
get
we
a
could
piece and I get
figure
a
something
piece.
out.
Yeah, because you would
Yep.
have to, you get everything, and then I guess you would send me my piece of it afterwards.
Yep.
And I would know
Yeah,
you,
we'd have
so
to
I
work that out.
know. Yeah, yeah, but I know you, so I know I can trust you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There's a lot of people you don't know if you're going to get your part of it. So
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that'd be great if we could do something like that. That'd be cool.
yeah, I have an idea of something. Even though the Bigfoot, of course, would be great and the UFO would be great, but I have another idea. And
Okay.
it would be really cool because I've tried to figure out how can I do this? How can I do this? And
Yeah.
so maybe you can, I'll tell you, it does have different textures,
Okay.
and
Hmm.
we'd have to have somebody else like design it. But
Yep.
that'd be really cool. That'd be
Huh.
cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
have to tell me some more about it.
That's all I'm giving you. That's it. That's all I'm telling you because we're on YouTube too.
Mhm. Yep.
So I'm
Can't give
just
all
telling.
the secrets away.
I know because people take it. They take it. They take them and they run with them, and you're like, darn it, they beat me to it, to my own
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I've kind of pulled back on some of the things I say on Coast because people start doing some of the things I've said. I'm like, and then they claim it as theirs, and I'm like, oh man, that's not right. That's not
Yep. All right. So don't anybody steal my mount. No.
right. Yeah, no. We didn't even see your mount. We want to see your mount. You didn't show the mount, right?
Nope. I didn't show it.
But those are really cool. Those vases.
Mm-hmm.
Were they your
Yeah, and
design?
that's
Someone else's?
no, not well. A couple of them were. One of the big one wasn't. That's somebody else's design. So it's like you can't sell stuff like that. It has to be your own design.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody has a neat design and you say, look, everybody's asking me for your design, then y'all work out a deal, right? I'll make them and we'll keep sending them out since people want them.
Yep.
If that's
Yeah, I
the
did
case.
try that with a vase that somebody made, but they didn't want to release the rights to it. So, like, okay.
Oh, did they not understand or they were just like, whatever?
I don't think they wanted to keep it for themselves. Maybe.
Oh, well,
Which is
what a good thing.
understandable.
Yeah, but if everybody had one in their home, that would be awesome because they could live in some big mansion somewhere and own a mountainside and at the beach. But if everybody bought it, but usually things like that. It's just more of a boutique-ish, one of a kind kind of. It's a shame because it's kind of cool when your artwork is somewhere else, that people want it enough to do that. But
Yep.
yeah, to each his own. Maybe
Yep.
they're like us where we're like, come on, buy some more. I'm paying for the lights to stay on. All right. So I'm doing chocolate. Have you seen the chocolate that I've been doing?
I have. I'm gonna have to try
Yeah,
that.
it is really good. I'm not just kidding. It's not just like the novelty part of it all. It's really quality across the board, which is, it's nice to have your name on, as you know, to have your name on something full of quality. So the product is good, but of the making a nice gift for people, but when they open it up, if they finally open it up, because people don't want to open it up because they like it too much, the way it looks, they feel like they can't
Hmm.
open it up. But when they do, the chocolate really good. It's really good. It's refined Belgian chocolate. It's
So
71%
how?
dark. It's just really good. Excuse me.
Ooh, dark. That's dark.
Yeah, it's
That's good.
71%.
How did you
So
run into making chocolate bars?
a friend of mine is has been in the chocolate world forever, and I met him back in the early '90s, I guess, when I was living in Orlando in Winter Park, Florida. And I was doing a lot of auditions for television and stuff. And there was an audition for a game show, and the guy that was doing the game show, he owned the rights to bingo, and uh, that's how I met him. We became friends at that point. I've had him on Coast before, and he had poltergeists in his house and things like that. But we hit it off well, and we were friends. And it was all these TV people, and when anything was happening, we all kind of got together, kind of thing. But at the time, he was also either the president or the CEO at that time, if those are different, for Godiva chocolates. He's the guy that took Godiva chocolate and turned it into what turned into, hey, if you want to give a gift, it's got to be Godiva or nothing, right? He did that and
Mhm.
created it to where this is what you do. This is what you give as a gift, and you make it giftable, and that's what you do with chocolates. And so he made it go huge, and he's been in the chocolate world ever since, and he's got his own chocolate. And so at one point, as he and I got back in touch with each other, uh, I just thought, hey, I want to do, some creepy collectible stuff. And we thought, well, why don't we do it to chocolate and see what happens? So that's what we've done. So we might do a store, we'll see. But he's
Cool.
got all these areas in Colorado I can do a store. Um, but that takes investors as well, because that's a lot of money to start stores up. However,
Mhm.
when they're successful, investors are okay with it, and this guy's already got like 60 some odd stores. So he's got all this data to back it up. He's got, it's good chocolate too. And so we'll see as I eat a little, I've cut up pieces because it's like, it's really good. It's not the chocolate makes you sick. It's not too much. It's really good.
Dark
So
chocolate's
anyway,
good for you.
dark chocolate's good for you. Exactly. Exactly. So are your cats still talking
Oh yeah. Well, one of them
with with that stuff? I
with
love
the
that.
buttons. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
there was
latest sentence for Jasper was water Neelix soon, which I think he was saying that Neelix was a little stinky and needed a bath. So,
That's hilarious. Yeah, on TikTok, there's a bunch of cats that just they're hitting those little buttons and they're looking at their owner like, food or you know,
yep.
let me out of the house. And it's their attitude is just great attitude stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's amazing the things that the cats and dogs are learning with those buttons. It really is. And
Yeah.
they're creating whole sentences and putting stuff together.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. And the thing is, I think I know, I think Erica knows. I, I'm sure I'm sure Dwayne probably, and some of the other people that are in the chat, if you guys are still there. I don't know who all's there unless y'all talk. But we just know that animals are smarter than people think they are. You can teach
Mhm.
them anything. They will talk to you, they will think, and they'll let you know what's up if you've had an animal at all and if you pay any attention. Because I know there's people that have animals, as pets, and they don't listen. They don't even look at the animal to know that the animal's going, hey, I got to go to the potty. You get mad at me if I don't go outside. So will you go open the door for me, please? They don't
Yep.
even recognize that.
Yep.
Kills me when they do that.
Yep.
They have no clue.
Yeah. This whole animal communication thing is amazing too, that I got into. I mean, the things that animals tell you and talk to you about, and it's amazing.
Like what? Because I was thinking that all the those buttons were the animal communication. Is this something different?
This is the actual like animal communication, like the psychic
Oh,
communication,
are you
basic.
learning to do that?
Yes. Yep. Been
Oh,
doing that for
so
2 years now. So,
okay. So how do you learn to do that? It's not a natural ability, and then you focus in on it, or
well, everybody can do it. Everybody's got that psychic ability. We
right,
just have to learn to tune into it.
right,
It's not something you learn. I mean, well, it is something you learn, but it's something that you have and you just develop
right,
it.
and you
So,
focus more, and yeah, you hone in on it
yeah,
and perfect
yeah,
it.
and it's
So,
amazing that you talk to an animal and they'll tell you something, and then you relay that back to the owner, and they're like, "How in the heck did you know that?"
are you able to talk to them on the other side as well?
Yep, can do that as well. Done that many times.
Are you able to see? Are you able to see if little Penny Girl is next to me right now?
I don't know. I, I can't do that, but I can talk to her. So
Yeah.
might
Can
have to
can
set
you?
up a communication with her.
Oh, okay. So yeah, how do you do that? Are you able to just go, "Hey, Penny, how are you?" Or you have to meditate for
I'm
five
not like,
days by the beach, or what?
yeah, I can do the meditation. No, I don't do meditation. That doesn't work for me, but I'm not like some of these people where they can just, instantly connect
Yeah,
and talk. It
yeah.
just,
People
that
can.
doesn't ever work for me. But if I sit down and I focus and I just talk and just learn to listen what's coming in, that's, you have to learn to think that it's not your head that's talking, it's not your thoughts. You just listen and they will talk to you.
Yeah. So that's cool that you can do it that way. But but you're also in person. You can literally, like if you're like your own cats. If like you're cooking in the kitchen, they're on the sofa looking at you. If they're like going, "Hey, hey, I'm gonna cough up a hairball here. Come over here and
Yep.
clean it up, please. Get over here, woman." Right? That's a cat.
Yep. Yep.
But you can see that. You can literally see their mind, what they're saying to you, if you just
Hmm.
look. You know,
Yep.
that's what
Yeah.
bothers
It's
me. People,
all, yeah. It's all about
excuse
that.
me.
It's the knowing, like you're walking down the street and you think of somebody and then they call you. It's like that.
Yeah,
Same kind of thing.
yeah. You can do that with people too. you know, you you know what's going on with them. But animals, they're not like trying to hide it from you. They're looking right at you like, "Hey, give me
Yep.
some of that bite of that sandwich that you think you're being cool sneaking it without me. It's not very
Yep.
nice of you. I'm over here starving, eating that old nasty cat food you give me. Bring some catnip home, all right? You got gummies. We're in Denver. You got gummies. Bring me home some catnip, please." That would be a cat.
Yep.
That would be a cat. How many do you have right now? Two
I have three
or
right now.
three?
Three, but only
The
Jasper
black one?
uses buttons. Yep. Black one, which is Ribbon. Jasper's the gray and white one, and Neelix is the Sphinx.
Oh, that's right. You had the Sphinx when you were on with us, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does it not have a tail, or does it?
Yeah, it has
I
tail.
mean,
It just
is
doesn't
it?
have fur.
Oh, that's right. That was the hairless one.
Hairless. Yep. Hairless cat. Naked cat.
Is he always cold? Is it always cold?
Nah, he's not. He doesn't get that cold.
No. Does he feel like he's? Does he walk around like he's like, I'm naked?
Sometimes.
Does he? Hey, check this out. Has a little trench coat. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
he's got
cool.
quite the collection of clothing.
Oh, really? I guess so. Is that what you do? So you do put clothes on him?
Oh, yeah, I put clothes on him. Of course I do. Have
I
to
love
dress
it.
him.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with that. Otherwise, it's kind of like, yeah, put some clothes on that thing. So everybody, real quick, here's 12 more. So I've done uh, like a couple boxes with you guys. So this is what I'll put in the next box, empty display box that I have here. I'll put it in that, and then I'll put it in another box, and it goes out from FedEx from there. So if you guys want some chocolate, go to conniewillis.com and then just go to the menu and you'll see the chocolate. That's how to order it. But this is now you know. You might even get the box that I just made for you here. Actually, I think these are all accounted for. So I only have so much for Easter. So if you want them, get them. And if you want some sort of neat, I hope you can still hear me from here. But if you want some sort of neat 3D printed thing, then get a hold of Pat. So what's your website again?
Um, I don't have a website, but I'm on Amazon and Etsy. So Sydney's Creations is the store on Etsy.
So why not a website to direct people over there? Is that you don't want to do that,
Mm,
or
It's too expensive for right now.
yeah, okay.
It's just easier to have it on Etsy and Amazon.
And those are known anyway. The people that want something artistic are going to go there anyway, right? Because
Yeah.
especially Etsy for sure, and
Yeah.
everybody
Amazon, they're going to hit first. So,
interesting. So I'm thinking about the chocolate. So if I put the chocolates on Amazon, how does that work?
uh,
With
I bet you couldn't keep up with it if
yeah,
you did that.
but they get like so much of it.
Yep, they get about 50% of what you charge. Yeah. That's why I'd
Well,
rather
that's
sell it and ship it myself. But
yeah, but you get
that's,
a lot of quantity, right?
yeah, I get a lot more quantity that way. But that's why I always say to people, if you see a seller selling on Amazon and they offer shipping through Amazon or shipping through themselves, buy it through the person because it saves them, well, it makes them more money.
And they're not paying more.
Right. And I've got it fixed exactly. The price is the same whether you buy it on Amazon or you buy it from me. Same price, including the shipping. So
And when you say buy it from you, that's at Etsy, or can we also buy it from
that's
you through Amazon?
through Amazon. Yep. It's that under that other buyers link on Amazon. So it's weird. It's the way people are conditioned.
It
Amazon
is.
is quote unquote free shipping, but it's not because it's built into the price.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Hey, when I sold on HSN and QVC, they'd have the special of the day kind of thing, and it would always be no shipping. And you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. But no, it's worked in. They've worked it in. They figured it all out. They know what
Yep.
they're doing.
Yep.
They know what they're doing. I wish I
Absolutely.
would learn more, about that. But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing the Amazon thing. But man, I hate to. It's like all the work. I mean, you just saw me doing this, putting it together, and I still got to box it up and send it out, mail it out, pull all this stuff together. But um, I don't even want to take it like wholesale. Like, like there's Bigfoot stores or there's chocolate stores, and they can say, hey, Connie, send me 4 or 5 of those cases. Well, I put them all together and they get it for half the price, and then they put it to whatever price they want. I can sell it myself for the retail price, which is good, a good price. I'd rather do that than, why am I going to give it to the wholesale store when I'm still
Right.
working for the amount? I might as well just do it retail myself. Why send it to another
Yeah.
store for
Yep.
half the price? It's like, no, that's too much work.
Yep.
I got a neighbor over here that wants to pay the proper price for it. They can sell it from there if
Well,
they want, but yeah,
that's
it's
the thing. If
ridiculous.
you put it on Amazon, you can sell it full price there. It's just that they take half of it. So
Yeah.
that's the issue.
So that's the same thing. So I'm like,
Yeah. Same thing.
yeah, same thing. But it would be quantity, and you're right. I'd have to hire Erica. Like I was saying it at one point, so that I can get the Blue Rock Chateau, the big mountain home out there in the Rockies. And I was mentioning before, Eric, I don't know if you're still in there. Remember when I said, you get Eric? Because I thought you wanted to be in the mountains at one point. I was like, get Erica there. She can help make some chocolate with me and have the chateau happening and all the little Bigfoot and all the other little entities around there with us. But that's what you got to do at that point. You start hiring people. And I guess that's a good thing, right? If you're hiring people, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good problem to have.
Oh yeah.
To get Erica on it, then she also is your security.
There you go.
She's not just helping you make chocolates, she's security, right? And she's really good with people too. So she likes to gab away, just like the best of us here and the rest of us here. So, well, I'm going to close this out, Pat. So thanks for telling us where you are and what you got. So I will keep in
Yep.
mind the one product that I've been wanting to do for years, and
Okay.
we'll talk about how we can make that happen. Look at Erica.
Cool.
She says, Hey, the chocolate business is a retiring
Oh.
business. That's what it is. It's retiring business. You're just hanging out with music or talking to people, making just like this. And then what happens when you close shop? You go to the chateau, you go to the Blue Rock Chateau, and you talk to all the interesting things. So Pat, keep in touch. I hope you do well enough where you join us again and
Yep.
see like it's like, okay, I got the money to do that. That's cool. I'll support Connie.
Well,
And
thanks for letting
but
me put a plug in for mine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you go over to YouTube before I close it, you can put your links in because I'm
I'll
on
try to do
YouTube
that
right now.
here.
Yeah, so yeah, do that before I close. I'll look to make sure. So I'm at
Okay.
Connie Willis Live on YouTube because I
Okay.
can't
Yep.
do
I'll
it.
do that.
Yeah, go do it now because before I close
All
it out
right.
because then
I'm gonna jump
yeah,
off of here then, so I can go
yeah.
do that.
Okay,
So, all right.
later.
See ya. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Pat. Good to see you again. Bye bye.
You too.
So Pat was one of our blue rockers, and so usually what happens, you have to kill you. I don't know how to kill you. You're gonna have to kill you. I don't know. I might be able to. Let me see. Ooh, I can't. Oh, yeah, I killed her. That's what we call it. So she was one of our blue rockers, and members kind of come and go and come back and go and see. I mean, she popped in. Just happens like that. I don't know who else is in here. It kills me. Killer Connie. I know. Dwayne Dietz as well. Hey, Jesse's back. Hey, Dwayne, where you been? I know. We need Dwayne to jump back in again. Dwayne's fun to watch on. I guess are you on a couple formats, Dwayne? Because Dwayne will always do this picture of you get the perspective of him drinking his coffee and whatever view he's got in front of him, and sometimes his food as well. Because it's not always food, and it's not it's usually coffee or a drink of some sort, but sometimes it's food. Sydney's Creation on Etsy and Amazon. Yeah. And if you got the links, throw those in there. See, she's marketing right. She jumped over there real quick. So anyway, you guys, I made a couple boxes. Now what I have to do is this, just so you'll know, because I don't have any ready. You see, that's how the artwork comes like this. So now I have a paper trimmer. So paper cutter, a lot of people call it, but if you're looking for it online, it's called a paper trimmer. So you'll have trouble if you just do paper cutter. And what I have to do is I have to cut every side of each one. So there's a lot of cutting involved. And so that's the front label, and I got the nutrient and information labels are the exact same way. So I have to cut those, and they turn into this and this. So that's what I need to do now is I need to cut up a whole bunch more new ones, and I kind of like to do 4 cases at a time. So that's what I'll do next. The sun's starting to pop out, so I might take a walk. I try to get in a 5-mile walk every day. So I don't know the temperature though. It's been chilly. It's going to get up in the 70s next week, but it snowed. It was snowing earlier today. Here's Denver. Here's the sun, and it was snowing yesterday. And I think even the day before, so I might get out there. It doesn't matter if it's snowy outside or you got snow on the ground. As long as that sun's out in Colorado, you're good to go. I lived in Florida for 20 years, and you're good to go. If that sun is out, you are good to go. Maybe a jacket, maybe something like that. But as long as that sun's on you, it makes all the difference in the world to be a mile higher up. Amazing. So I hope we don't get any closer to the sun. Otherwise, we probably couldn't go out. It's amazing to me. Anyway, I think this does really good. Crowdcast has done very well over on YouTube. It looks good. We can bring up everybody, and it looks really good. Right, Jesse? You're good. It looks good. It sounds good, and we can see each other. I like that. So, okay, that gives me some ideas. The fact that Pat came in and we got some ideas too, when it comes to a product idea that I've had. Some of you, if you think about it, if you're a Blue Rocker and Cadet, if you actually think about it, you'll know what the product is. If you think about it, because I've mentioned it to you before. I guess that's it. I'm glad I stopped eating my little pieces of chocolate so I don't eat it all today. Man, it's good. It is so good. I'm so happy that this product is good from beginning to end of it. And so many of you have rebought and rebought and rebought. And at one point, and that's what I'm working on now, that you can get a subscription of it if you'd like. So you don't have to, it'll come to you monthly. I appreciate those of you that continue to buy it. So if you'd like to join if you'd like to buy the chocolate, first of all, just go to ConnieWillis.com. In the menu, you'll see Connie's chocolate. If you want the Echo water, that's what I got here. The flask, I got the flask. So now you can go in and, like I said, I'm getting a new website being worked on now. So you'll see this on my website. But if you do go to echowater.com because you want the hydrogen water, put in Connie as a code word, and you get 10% off any of the products that you get from there. So I am trying to build my world up so that I can get the chateau, and we can have, my show's called Blue Rock Talk. So it's the Blue Rock Chateau, and that's communication with advanced entities daily, not just once in a while. And hopefully maybe even, that's what I'm working toward. Unless you all know a person, eccentric billionaire that says, hey, let's talk. We'll make this happen. I think we'll get all the answers we've ever wanted in the world. So it's really not where you make money back from it. It's more about learning of who we are as humans, who they are, who we are to the universe, that kind of thing. I think that's priceless. So those are the things I'm trying to do. So, and if you want to join the Blue Rocker Club, my show, Blue Rock Talk, or Connie After Dark, where you can have a drink with me. Uh, and if you want to know when the upcoming Creepy Hotspots are finally going to come back, then you can, just go to conniewillis.com, sign up for the newsletter, that kind of thing. But I'm excited. A new site will be coming up here shortly. And that's where you can get anything I have, including the memberships and the Win Any Lottery book, which is where you use a pendulum to pick winning lottery numbers. So those of you that use a pendulum already, you'll love it. Those of you that don't use one, you'll like it, because you'll go, oh my gosh, I can literally pick numbers. You'll see how it works. The thing is, people say, well, why haven't you won the lottery with that yet? It just takes time. Those of you that use a pendulum, you know that it just takes time. And if you work enough with it, those of you that just have a pendulum with you at all times and make every decision with your pendulum, and I know you're out there because I know a bunch of friends that do that, then you'll be fine with the amount. It takes really less than 30 minutes. But a lot of times it's patience. And once you understand what to do, which is pretty quickly to learn how to do what the book says of winning any lottery with the pendulum and the numbers that I have for you, you'll get it. But usually what happens is you're like, oh, 30 minutes, I don't know. Because you just got to watch what happens. But those of you that already use pendulums, you already know that. So you're good with it. And you already know what the answers are immediately. There's no hesitation. But you still got to do it. You still got to do it. And it's really about patience. That's it. It's not that big of a deal, right? Less than 30 minutes. But it still, takes time to do. And it's a crazy world now. Everybody wants everything immediate, right? Everything immediate and multitask, right? It's a constant multitask. And if you're doing that, you're not multitasking. So I think it's better for all of us actually to just stop multitasking so much and focus in on one thing. So anyway. All right. I don't know everybody that's in there, but thanks, Blue Rockers, for showing up. It looks like Jesse might be back. It only shows me one name. I don't like that. Here, I'm going to turn it sideways so don't get sick. Let me see if it shows it better this way. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay, sorry. Throw up. Sorry. And who do we got over here? Anybody else? Love using the pendulum to pick lottery numbers. Do you have that, Pat? Did you get it? I can't remember now. You might have been one of the first people. Did you like that? I mean, you got the book, right? And you are doing that? Forgive me, I can't remember yesterday. Just getting old, just getting old. Might be all that Kentucky bourbon or something. I'm just kidding. I did that for you, Jesse. Yay, yay. I know it's cool though, isn't it? I mean, how many numbers have you gotten, Pat? Because you've got all the stuff happening now where you're really focusing and enhancing your abilities, your natural abilities, with the communication and stuff. So that helps with the pendulum a lot. Not enough. Yeah, I know. The very first time I did it, I think it was a total of 4 numbers that I got. And I was like, this freaking works. I got 4 numbers. And the fact that you get 4 numbers by using a pendulum, there's something to that. You get 4 out of 6 numbers. And those of you that get the book, it's Win Any Lottery from me. You can go on Amazon. And I'm going to have it as a digital download on my site in the future. But if you go to something called Stan's Store, if you go to my TikTok, you can go to that and you can get the direct download from me, I believe. The fact that you in pulling up one number, you do 6 different swings. So the fact that I did 4 numbers out of 6, right? On the first time I ever did it. And each time you get a number, it's 6 different swings. That there's something to that, right? There's really something to it. And I got it from the Psychic Spice from Lynn Buchanan. That's one of their tools in finding hostages and finding weapons and finding, whatever they're looking for. It's one of their tools. And he's the one who taught me what to do. And he said, if you can do a book, I will do a whatever, go ahead and do it. He thinks it's the harder way to do it. He thinks an easier way is something he does where you taste things. I was like, I can't do that. I think this is easier. So I'm glad to hear that you use a pulsar pendulum. What's that? Oh, and doing the remote viewing. Are you doing it with Lynn or somebody, or is that Hebalot? Hey, Hebalot. So Erica's over there. Is there a super chat on here, you guys, or no? It says top messages. I can't do any changes over here. I guess I need to be. Let me just, while everybody's on here, let me just look on my computer and see what happens when I pull it up. Let me pull it up on the computer here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it shows it live on the front page of YouTube. If I click on it, let me turn it down. Okay, there's the top chat. I want all of the chat. I don't want top chat. Who decides if it's top or not, right? So I'm just gonna do a little. Okay. So I don't have super chat anymore. I used to have that, so I took that away. So those of you that are in there, can you hit like for me? That would help. And could you also go to my TikTok and follow that if you're on TikTok? Follow me there. Definitely subscribe here. And I think most of you, if you're here, that's the only way you probably knew about it is from subscribing. But definitely go to ConnieWillis.com and sign up for the newsletter. It'll pop up on you. And that way you'll know when all the other stuff is happening and shows and things like that. Because getting a new site, I'm going to be able to really utilize that site. So that's it. Thanks everybody for being here. I do appreciate it a lot. You did Lori's classes. Okay. What did you do? Basic, intermediate, advanced? How far did you get with it? And you did all yours online, right? Like before we used to have to go to her house and go to Lynn's house. And so it's funny because people are like, man, those classes are expensive. I'm like, well, it's a very unique class. You're getting taught by Lori, obviously, was never in the military, but she learned direct from Lynn. And she's very good at it. And just a great teacher. But Lynn, was in the project. Paul Smith still teaches, I believe, and some other ones. But it's a skill that's amazing. So okay, I get the price, but we had to pay for the price, and then fly there, get a hotel, eat food, pay for food for 4 or 5 days. So back in the day, we were paying, double or more for what people are getting now that they're like, that's too much. Well, it's not a $15 class. That's for sure. Oh, okay. Just the basic though is good. And if you keep working with that, but are you going to take the intermediate? Because you got to take the intermediate. I really like the intermediate and I really like the advanced from there. So I hope that you can take the other ones too, because there's so many more tools that you learn and things that you learn. And I think it was, maybe it was the intermediate that I liked even more so. But after the advanced, then you can take some other tools that they have that, just take you beyond even what you've already learned. You're like, what? I can do what? How do I do that? It's just amazing what they teach you. Well, I hope you get a chance to, because in each one. I hope you continue to grow with it because it's really fun. All right, everybody. So I'm going to close it out here. I don't know how long I've been on here, but now I'm hourly. So I got to make sure that I have enough hours to do our shows this month. So again, those of you, if you do want to join Blue Rock Talk and Connie After Dark, I have them combined now, right now. At one point, I'll probably separate them again because they're kind of two different people. Some people like both of the shows, but some people are like, I don't need to go have a drink with y'all and talk. Because Connie After Dark is have a drink with me, whether you drink or not. It's kind of more of that kind of setting, and we talk about anything. Blue Rock Talk is more of the Bigfoot, UFOs, different things, remote viewing, psychic stuff, animal communication, those types of things. Just interesting conversations, right? So now's a good time to jump in so that you can, I'm figuring out all the different prices and different things to do in the future, but probably a good time to go in where you can buy, where you get both, All right, that's it. So go to conniewillis.com. That's where you can figure out everything. All righty. I don't know. I might even take a nap. Maybe, I don't know. It's sunny outside, but maybe I'll take a nap. I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. But anyway, I'm going to get some boxes of chocolate out. So buy some chocolate if you're wanting it for Easter for people. That's what people are doing. I've only got so much. So get that now, especially if you have people to give gifts to and you don't want to give the same old peeps or something. You want to give them something cool. This is definitely it. And a lot of you have recognized that. So I'm working my little tail to the bone here and hoping to get a really cool vehicle, the Blue Rocker Mobile or the Blue Rock Chateau. So bye for now, everybody. Thanks for being here. Now let me see if I can close this out right. And we'll see how long it stays on YouTube before it closes out. So bye for now, everybody. And don't forget, Willister is coming up too, which is our Easter special. And then next month we got Derby, and I think, well, I've already put it up, but it's Cinco de Willis. I love doing that. It's just so fun. Anyway, bye for now. It just sounds silly. Bye.